Shit. Hey guys, I cannot see anything, which is very strange. I can't see anything on my camera on my laptop. I'm probably gonna have to redo this. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna redo this and I'll resend the link because I just have a black screen. I don't know why. Interesting. Let me check something real quick. Oh. I can see you guys, but you can't see my screen, right? Am I right? Can anybody see my screen? Really? So you guys can see me, but I can't see you. That is strange. Okay, well, if you can see me, what the heck? Why can't I see you? Okay, I guess we'll just leave it the way it is. And then you guys can tell me. I mean, I just have a completely black screen on my computer. I can see you on my phone, but I cannot see you on my computer. All right, then let's go ahead and begin, guys. So this is our twin flame reading, which I had thought I already did for March, but I did not. So I usually like doing it at the beginning of the month. But, you know, I find it interesting that we're heading towards a total eclipse soon. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something about the energy. And that's what was making me think about a twin flame reading. It should pop back on for you. Do you know how, Barbie? Like, is there something I should do? Like, why? Why, oh, why? Hmm. I hope. Can you see the cards okay? Oh, I can see what I'm doing on my phone. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but hi everyone. So, anyways, we're going to do our twin flame reading today. This is where we're actually looking at both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, see where their current energy is at, what's going on. This is a little bit of a longer reading. So I am willing to do questions at the end, but it is going to be for donations unless you're a member. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So I chose, I always say I chose, but I feel like they choose me. So, oh, so weird. I can't see that. So we're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify. For the Divine Masculine, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot. And for the Divine Feminine, something made me pull out the Universal Tarot. So that's what we're going to go with. And then we will do Mother Mary. It's so weird because I can't see any of this. We'll do Mother Mary at the end, like over this love. So let's go ahead and begin. And let's go ahead and start with the Divine Masculine. I just want to say hi to everyone. You're wielding a sword. Okay, so, and I'll come back and say hi to everyone. I just like to concentrate on the reading and definitely talk amongst yourself. Like, is it resonating? You know, we all have different stories, though pretty similar. Let's give them a cut. And I am going to shuffle for the cards. So whatever wants to come out. And I cannot believe I can't see the screen, but that's just the way it is, I guess. All right, we have awareness. That is the magician's energy. We have the 7 of Cups. Makes me feel like someone's right now trying to make a decision. It's interesting because I feel like it's almost like someone's chakras have been activated, and maybe it's their guides, maybe it's just time, whatever it is. But I feel like someone right this moment is in a decision mode. And I say someone because you can be on either side of the board. Remember, we're both masculine and feminine. So, just what one relates to you the most. And then, the other one is the other side. Holy cow. Ace of Wands. 11. Wow. I always look for the number 11 in a twin flame reading. So it feels like someone's, look at that, like literally their heart chakra is being activated. And it's like their third eye is being activated. But nonetheless, they're still in a decision mode. And, it's interesting because, first of all, 7 to me represents a very spiritual number. But in the 7 of Cups, it is, it's a little chaotic. I'm not sure. But it definitely is showing like that their heart chakra feels like it's been activated. Their third eye feels like it's been activated. Their spirit guides must be part of this. We have, well, hello, Chariot. Card of Cancer, ruler of Cancer. No, not ruler of Cancer. Card of Cancer. But this is really about, it's interesting because when I get the Chariot, I often describe it as the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And when that balance happens, then there's really unlimited potential. Now, we do have to take in our humanness, right? Like our human thoughts and those things that, in spirit form would not exist. We wouldn't worry about it. It's like the fluff in that 7. It's like, it's like the past. It's all that stuff. But I feel like if we can get beyond that. Okay, so we have the Chariot. Another 7, by the way. Interesting because you have 1177 or 7711. Wow, these cards are just coming out on their own. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which I always look for in a love reading also, because I want these lovers to like really recognize and know each other's soul. And I feel like that just naturally happens. Even if I was with this person, you're still on a pedestal, I would feel, I could have married someone else type of energy, but you still held that pedestal within my heart. And I don't feel like this is one-sided. I feel like it's both people feel that way. And by the way, I'm really doing this for the twin flames who really want to come into connection. You know what I mean? Like I'm not interested if the divine masculine is like, I don't know. Like I want to see his best, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying that. Another 7, guys. Deception and envy. The Tower. Well, that makes me feel like, okay, now I know why something may have broken up. Let's slide this up a little bit. So there was a tower. Disruption. Split up. And remember, twin flames, lifetimes after lifetimes. You'll always be together. If you're not physically together, you're energetically together. So you're always connected. But, this is about like, I want to be able to touch you, feel you, kiss you type of energy. So I feel like something happened that doesn't feel good. I mean, deception and envy, I don't like that. So someone could have certainly, I don't know if they cheated or if they just lied, if they were immature. And, because we have the tower, it does feel to me like there was a breakup here. Now, this could have been in a past life again. And I say that because we may have come into this lifetime to like try to work on these issues and come together. But remember, we're born with amnesia. So we're figuring that out as we go. All right, let's try to get two more for the masculine. And by the way, what I'm going to do once I do the divine feminine, for those who have not watched one of my twin flame readings before, is we're going to connect them right down the middle. We're going to see what really connects them. All right. Well, I asked for two and I got two. Hello, Empress. That's another thing I look for. And by the way, that would be you if you're the feminine. That would be you. But that's you. That's you being mirrored by the Seven of Cups. So it is like, do I approach? Do I now come in? Will I be forgiven? All that. And, but they're looking at you, and I love, well, there's our 33 guys. 33. We see that all. Look at the synchronicities. 2 1s, 3 7s, 2 3s, and then we have spiritual strength. Wow. I feel like this is talking about the reflection that this person must have done because, first of all, it's a 9 and it does talk about final reflection. But remember how I said in the very beginning, I felt like their spirit guides were like not getting to them, but like really sending them messages, really like, igniting that heart chakra, putting that passion. I don't feel like the passion died, but maybe like bringing it back to life. And I also love that with the Three of Pentacles now right in the middle of the spread, this is about your individuality and other people appreciating it. But we're doing a twin flame, so this is them appreciating who you are on an individual level. It's like you don't need to be anything else than what you are. I just feel like, life happened. Life happened. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Wow, patience and planning. Can't believe you guys can see me and I can't see myself. That is so weird. Patience and planning. 7 of Pentacles. Another one, another great card I feel when we're talking about, let's just say, destined love. Because to me, the 7 of Pentacles is your tree of life. These are your soul seeds of intention that are growing upon that tree. And, it's knowing when one is ripe and when it's not ripe, like the apple tree. I'm not going to pick an apple before it's time. Otherwise, it would just be bitter. So, okay, now let's get into the divine feminine. I am trying to make this a little bit shorter. Just because we're doing it live. I don't want to keep you here forever. One more shuffle. And now we're going to move into the divine feminine side, and then we're going to connect it all. And I'm not ignoring you guys, by the way. But when I'm in a reading, I like to concentrate on just the reading. And then I'll come in and say hi. I'd love to hear how it resonates with you. All right. Divine feminine. What's going on? Again, I want to remind you, you can be on either side. We have the 6 of Pentacles, which I'm showing to a black screen. I feel like the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like the person in the 6 of Pentacles is very loving, empathetic, very caring towards their fellow man. And I do know that's a lot of you. So this probably, like a lot of you are probably going to be on this side of the board. Because I just know that. I feel that in your hearts. Six of Pentacles is also that fine art of give and take. Sometimes I give more, but don't receive, so I have to know that it's okay to receive, and I should be receiving, right? It's like that energy of karma. The energy I give out is what comes back to me. But anyways, I feel like this is really describing you. Okay. Well, there's that tower. Okay, so now it's on both sides. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. It's about a foundation. I almost feel like someone is saying, yeah, I had to rebuild my foundation after the tower. Now, the only thing I would worry about in the Four of Pentacles, interesting, Five of Cups. I wonder who I'm missing there. Real quick, the only thing I guess would warn you about in the Four of Pentacles is sometimes it can be holding on to something too tightly, like an idea of, or maybe I expected love to be this way, but it turned out to be that way. But can we understand that? I definitely feel like we have to understand the tower. And, I get a feeling that maybe someone does have to come in and apologize, or at least recognize that tower. It doesn't necessarily mean the divine masculine threw the divine feminine a tower. It could have been the divine feminine who threw the divine masculine the tower. But here's the thing. Then we come to the Five of Cups. Well, this is where I'm missing someone. But, and by the way, 6 and 5, 11. Just saying. But anyways, Five of Cups. Sometimes this can be the energy of woe is me, where if that's all I'm concentrating on. I don't feel like that's you guys, but it's just saying, like, it doesn't serve you to stay in that type of energy. Clear what you can, and then make what changes you can within your emotional house. Because listen, when this person makes a change, there's two cups just waiting. Like, just waiting, but I don't know that. I don't know that yet. And I also want to say, I'm looking at these two sevens, and one is deception and envy, but the other one is the Chariot. So do I feel like this person could have cleared that energy? Like if I, let's just say, like I told a lot of lies, therefore you had a hard time believing me. And that would definitely put a strain on a relationship, even if someone's telling the truth. If they lie so much that I don't know whether you're telling the truth, that would definitely put a strain on a relationship. For some of you, yes, it could have been like stepping outside the relationship. But I do feel, because the Chariot is on the other side of that, mirroring it, and it's a 7, they're both 7s. I do feel like someone has potentially, let's just say, has realized what their actions have caused. Because they're thinking of you. All right. Well, hello, Knight of Pentacles. Under that tower. Just when I thought that tower was going to destroy my life, here comes the Knight of Pentacles, who I feel is our guardian angel. This knight comes in at the right time. And what does that mean? Well, I feel like what it's saying, because the Five of Cups is right before it, if I keep focusing on, it's not that I can't focus on what I've lost, but I want to understand it. I just want to understand it and then move on. And what I cannot understand, I just got to hand it, give it away. Give it away. Give it away. So that feels like the right time for the Knight of Pentacles to come in. What do I think the Knight of Pentacles is bringing in or connecting? The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And it is after the Tower. A lot of people feel like, once a Tower happens, that's it. But listen, I don't want to talk into anything you don't want to do, but I do feel like forgiveness has to be part of love. But if you can't forgive, then you can't. But I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is like, but I may have to wait until you do. Let's follow that Knight. Remember, that Knight of Pentacles is bringing you in a pentacle, and that pentacle means it's coming into your physical world, and it is meant to truly enhance your world. It doesn't have to be all elements of your life, but right now I feel like it's talking about love. Look at this, the world. The next chapter. The next chapter. Mirroring that Five of Cups. Could it be that easy? No, it's not that easy, because the Tower, if I don't understand that Tower, and in the Tower, I often feel someone has fallen from grace. And, many times I feel like I have fallen from grace, and thank God people have forgiven me. And I don't mean cheating on people. But you know what I mean? Like, I do feel like, and how I felt like their spirit guides were like really, I don't know, pushing them. Well, maybe it was their guardian angel. You probably share the same spiritual team. Remember, you have a spiritual team that's assigned to you before you even came to this earth. So maybe you're sharing the same team. And they're like, damn, these two people, this is hard, but we're going to get them together. We're going to get them together. So the world shows up. Hello, Ace of Wands. Hello, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Tower, Tower. Whoop, where'd the Tower go? I have lost the Tower over here. Passion ignited. Now you both have that. And it could be, this could have like, let's say this broke up a long time ago, or this is a past life. Again, that's another reason why the Five of Cups, like I may have this longing for love, but I definitely feel like, I don't want any old love. And your Knight of Pentacles would not bring any old love your way. I don't even think it would bring broken love your way. So that makes me feel like this person has found real clarity. And I do feel like they're sorry. And I hope that they are able to apologize. Now, whether that means you take them back or not, that's completely up to you. But I feel like for some of you, that would do a lot. That would do a lot. But we can't deny the passion between these people. We have the Hangman. He is in the awakened state. At least I feel like he came face up. Look at that. The awakened state. Awareness. Awareness. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay. Well, hello, star. My hopes, my dreams, my wishes. Could they be coming true? Could they really be coming true? Wow. I feel like because the Hangman is in the awakened state and it's mirroring the Tower, that tells me the Divine Feminine has also, or has the ability to understand that Tower. Sometimes I feel like the Seven of Swords energy happens when we're younger. It's almost like a lot of times I feel it's like just immaturity. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, but I do feel like almost like I didn't mean to hurt you. And I feel like they've lived with that guilt. I do. I feel like they lived with that guilt. But hello, star, right under the world. So could this possibly be a dream come true? Well, you have the hangman in the awakened state, right under the guardian angel energy, who's bringing in the pentacle. And he's saying, I come at the right time, not before, not after. And I feel like a lot of times it's the night waiting on us. But there's no judgment, there's no rush, there's no hurry. This is the slowest moving night. So maybe it took time, and maybe it takes time, right, to really understand. Because with the hangman in the awakened state, there's no way this tower is having the same effect that it did at one time. And I feel like both people here are, it's like their heart chakras are being activated, not just the masculine, but also the feminine. It's like a dream come true. I probably didn't even believe it here. And remember, I don't know how long it is between, this time period. There's something is telling me there's something about the total eclipse. I don't know. All right, we have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I hope you guys can still see me. Stand your ground. That's the energy. But can also be defensive type energy. And I get that. Let's look underneath that. We have the Three of Cups. So it's like, you know what I feel like? I feel like potentially this person approaches, and even though I may automatically go into a defensive mode, deep down, there's a sense of joy, like deep down, and maybe I don't show it right away. Maybe I don't reveal all my cards right away, but I feel like this is telling me that deep down, you're going to feel this sense of joy. But then I feel like, your defenses come out. Okay, let's connect them now. So we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. This is the strangest reading I've ever done, where I cannot see. I mean, I don't need to, but... All right, so we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. And the first thing we're going to do is connect them to, or see what connects them. And then we'll go back and we'll do some clarification. And then I will check out your comments. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and connect them. Hello, Ace Wands. Could that be communication? Could that be someone coming in with their own truth? Like speaking the truth? I think so. The Ace of Swords also stands for integrity for me, at my table. It stands for integrity, truth, honesty, communication, and it is connecting them. Let's keep going. We have the King of Pentacles. Can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But other than that, I feel like, you guys hear me say all the time, and I know some of you don't have these experiences, but I feel like if I'm the best me I can be in this King's energy, then I'm loyal. Like maybe maybe I wasn't, but now I am. Maybe I've learned my lesson. This is someone who's normally grounded. This is someone who has the ability to look at life from the big picture down, where the Queen really is digging in, looking for all those little details. He's looking at the big picture. And it would make sense that the King of Pentacles would come out because he's sitting next to deception and envy. Um, and, you know, for me, that's the king I would want to see. Okay, well, the Tower. But we already knew that. And the Strength card. Look at that. First of all, it's a card of Leo. Strength card is looking over at the Divine Masculine side. You know, I feel like the Seven of Swords, it doesn't have to be like cheating in that. There could be something that, you know, within themselves, or, you know, I feel like there's just something they had to work out within themselves. I feel like in a Strength card, it is dealing with our own inner demons. But I feel like what it does is it gives us courage. You know, it is about courage. And maybe that's what this person needs, like the courage to reach out, right? Because I feel like the Strength card under the Tower means that whatever happened in that tower, this person did reflect upon it and did overcome it. So that to me is very good news. 8 is about a new beginning. Also, as above, so below. No beginning, no end. Doesn't mean that there can't be disruption, but you'll always be connected. Okay. I almost feel like I don't need to clarify anything. I say that all the time, but let's look at the Seven of Cups on the Divine Masculine side. First, I want to look under his card, Balance. By the way, number 11. There's 711. Balance. That is justice. Card of Libra. But I really feel it is balance. And I feel like that's why the Chariot's also here, because again, that Chariot won't move if there's not balance. You know, between the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. It's like trying to drive a car with 2 flat tires, you know, and if I don't get air in my tires, then I'm going to ruin the rest of my car. Okay, anyway, let's look at that Seven of Cups a little bit more deeply. Ten of Swords, but look at this. It's in reverse. 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords in reverse, these swords are falling out. I have a feeling, and I know some don't care, but I just have a feeling this person did beat themselves up for what they have done. And you may not have a clue about that. And maybe that doesn't even matter. But I am feeling that, like, I do feel like, you know, I beat myself up. And I do want to say, you know, there could have been like other relationships in between. And you know, I feel like for twins, sometimes it's a necessity so that I understand you know, because I feel like there's different levels to love. Anyways, I'll take that. All right, I just want to come down and look at the Seven of Swords. You know what I really like? I feel like, you know, who's ever coming in, I feel like they are coming in with their truth. And I feel like they do want to talk about that tower. But I feel like they also want to talk about like how they've overcome, you know, their own inner issues, let's just say, that may have created that tower just to start with. We have the Eight of Wands, fast moving energy from a 7 to an 8. What I think about it, bring about, you know what I feel like? I feel like the masculine, I feel like because I've done you wrong, like, I feel like I probably have thought about reaching out quite a few times, but didn't. And I feel like it's fear that stopped me, or the potential of what your reaction would be. But I feel like this person finally it's almost like uh, I'm better off approaching than not approaching and always wondering what could have been. All right. I feel like I don't even need to look over here. Hmm. Anything else I want to look at? Let's just see if anything else wants to come out for the divine feminine. We have the Queen of Cups. She did come in reverse. But then we have the Seven of Wands that also came in reverse. And I kind of like that. And the reason I like that is because we have the Seven of Wands in the upright. And I do feel like, listen, I feel like this is what's going to happen. I don't feel like I stopped loving whoever this person is. Or let's say I haven't met this person yet. There's been this longing in my heart. Um, there just has been. And I feel like it's interesting that the Queen of Cups coming over that Five of Cups. Queen of Cups, by the way, can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We do have Cancer over here. But beyond that, if I do feel a little resistance with the Queen, like with my heart. I want to take one under that. Do I have my whole deck in reverse? I do. I do. So let's turn that around. And we get the Three of Cups. So interesting because Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. Oh, look at that. Four of Wands underneath that. And the King underneath that. So, and the only reason I'm pointing that out is because we have the Seven of Wands again, but we have the Three Cups that is now showing. All right, one more. Anything else want to come out? Well, look at this. The Knight of Pentacles again, but guess what? The Knight's facing this direction now. This Knight is facing towards the feminine. This Knight is facing towards the masculine. Wow. And again, the Knight of Pentacles. To me, yeah, the Knight of Cups is great, right? An unexpected couple fulfillment. But the Knight of Pentacles says, this is something that's going to expand your world, not just for the moment, hopefully for the rest of your life. This, I already know you'll be together again, but in this lifetime also. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Well, that's what twins are for, to learn off each other. Many times they mirror each other, and they can mirror the negative, but they can also mirror the positive. I can see your soul. Like the eyes are your soul, but we mirror back to each other. I feel like this has really been a learning lesson. I do feel like there is time in between. But nonetheless, I do feel like it is a learning lesson, or the ability to learn. And here's the Knight of Pentacles that has the Page of Pentacles right below it. Well, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in between. Younger energy, current energy, guardian angel guiding it. Don't worry about the sign. And, it's interesting because now that I have the Queen in her rightful position in the upright, the Knight of Pentacles coming over her, I feel like the Queen is someone who, listen, I feel like she likes to have love in her life. She enjoys relationships. She enjoys that special person. We all do. But she really is loving and nurturing. And that's probably why she's so empathetic. Like, I feel that And the Empress showed for the on the masculine side, which is you, which is the feminine's energy. So synchronicities everywhere. I love that you have the Knight of Pentacles coming from the masculine into the feminine's energy, and now the Knight of Pentacles from the feminine into the masculine. It's like we're exchanging energy, and maybe we don't even know it yet. All right, let's go ahead and take Mother Mary over this love, these lovers. And I know when I do it fast, sometimes it just seems too simple, right? But again, that Knight of Pentacles tells you, I don't come in till the right time. All right. Mother Mary, words of wisdom over these beautiful twin flames. We have open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all forms of love. Hello, Miracle. I mean, that's kind of beautiful. I got chills. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. And I feel like sometimes we got to remember that, like what we cannot control, hand it over to God. Let God control it for you. And then believe in miracles. And then look at this. Blessings. Blessings. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Miracles. What do I feel like God would be asking so this miracle can come about? Open your heart. I feel like without an open heart, what good is any of this, right? What good is any of this? I mean, yeah, you have every right to just say no. And maybe all I want is an apology, and then I'm just going to move on anyway. But I just have a feeling, especially with all this beautiful energy here, good luck saying no. Good luck saying no. All right, guys. I'm going to let that be. I am going to pick up these cards. I'm going to leave the rest out in case anybody has any questions regarding them. And by the way, I don't know if I said the star is also the card of Aquarius. I know I didn't really mention a lot of people, but sometimes I feel like that's on purpose. I do that on purpose. Okay. I had to plug my phone in. All right, let me go back and start at the beginning. Oops, just knocked myself out of the comments. Hi, Voyager 2. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Yara. Hi, Patrick. Happy Monday. Hi, Joe. I'm probably the only person that ever did see him, and he knew it. The nonverbal communication. Hi, Ellie. I'm waiting for heartfelt, deep conversation, but until then, I'm not holding my breath. And I don't think you should. Like I don't feel like we should ever be waiting for someone, like waiting. You know what I mean? Like live your life, do your best, live your life, your best life. But I do feel like the Ace of Swords, it is potentially an apology. It is communication. And it is going to be dependent on, because again, that Seven of Wands, like I feel like initially, like even though it's like it sets my heart on fire, you know, these human emotions we have, I feel like boom, comes out the defensive mode. But I also feel like you have every right. You have every right. But then do I want this or not? And I'm sorry, I'm not using you as an example. Hi, Dawn. If I held my breath, I would be dead. I just want to have a hot girl summer. I hope you do. And remember also, sometimes we think someone is a twin flame and we give them all this time and effort. Now, do I think a twin flame can hurt us? Of course. But I feel like there's lessons within that. I don't feel like twin flames come together in this lifetime without lessons. You know what I mean? Like it's not an easy relationship. Anyways, um, Lauren, hi Sandy, hi everyone. It's 3:20 right now as I wrote this, which is my DM's birthday. Awesome. Yarna, I think that's you. So, I'm pretty sure that was your donation, Yarna. So you have a question. I don't think I saw it. Let me actually click out and click back in. This is the weirdest twin flame reading that I cannot see the screen. It's just weird. Let me skip that. And okay. All right. I just want to make sure. Oh, so there's a lot of people I didn't see. Hi Davina. Hi Rachel. Hi Dee. Hi TN. Hi Sophia. Mercury retrograde. Is that what's going on? That makes sense because I've had nothing but troubles with my electronics. Hi Lady of the Lake. You should pop back on. Juanita, I think I said hi. Davina, hi. I can tell you now, I am wielding a sword. That's Dawn. Barbie, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it if you guys say you can see me. I just want to say hi to anybody I missed. Hi, Ellie. a live twin flame reading, unheard of. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you found it. The amnesia, unlike Joe, the amnesia concerns me. Who knows, immature or deceitful? And well, the amnesia, I just mean, when we're born to this life, we're born with amnesia. We're not meant to remember everything that's happened in every life because it'd be too overwhelming. At least that's my belief. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. Hi, Teresa from Pittsburgh. Yeah, Kenny Pickett's gone. And Russell Wilson now our new quarterback. That's weird. I love Russell Wilson, but I'm kind of sad to see Kenny Pickett go. And I almost bought Sam a Kenny Pickett jersey for his birthday, but it was like $150. And I was like, I can't do that. And I'm so glad I didn't now. Anyways, that's football talk, guys. So we're talking about the Steelers. Patrick, I think I said hi. Okay, Yarna, let's go ahead and give you a message about love. I'm going to pick these up because I want to have more room on the table. Hope you guys don't mind. Chat replay. Well, there they go. They just flew off the table. Chat replay is on also, guys. This is the type of reading where you do have to read between the lines, so to speak. And what I mean by that is like sometimes it could happen overnight and sometimes it's been decades. You know what I mean? I feel like it could be different for each person. Okay, but let me answer Yarna. And then, hello, Sophia. See your question under that. But let me get a drink. I am going to light a cigarette. Shh. Okay. Let's bring out the Cozy Witch for you, Yarna. And by the way, I just want you guys to know the only time that I do donations only is when I'm actually doing a reading and then the follow-up. Otherwise, I like to do a mix of free and donated. But in these type of readings, I don't know. And another reason is because I can't stay on that much longer. I'm going to be on for a little while, don't get me wrong. But the reading, I don't know how long it took. Feels like about an hour. All right, Yarna. Love. Love, love, love. Talking about love. Love. Hermit. Card of Virgo. Three of Wands next to that. Interesting, Yarna, because first you have the Hermit, and I definitely feel like you've gone through the Hermit's energy. And I feel like the Hermit, a lot of people say it's the dark night of the soul. And I do believe that. I feel like, a lot of times something happens that we just don't have understanding over. And so going within, asking those deep questions, and I feel like spiritually also, spiritually asking those deep questions for help on this physical plane, right? Yes, I want to know spiritually, but I need help on this physical plane. And it's interesting because I know I say it all the time, but this person has books all around them, but they choose their pendulum to decide. And to me, I just feel like that falls in the spiritual line. And then you have the Three of Wands right after that. So 9, the final reflection, right? I'm finding those answers. And then I move into Three of Wands. It says, put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded one way or another. Three of Wands is really about living in the present moment, being grateful for the present moment. And, I'm not looking for the 10, let's say. I'm going to live each moment as it comes and enjoy it with, with the intentions of what is meant to find me will find me. We have the Fool. I like that. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Another card of Virgo. Virgo. There's Sam. Double Virgo. And then we have the World. Interesting. What I feel like this is saying, Yarna, is, I can understand what I can understand. And I also feel like there's spiritually, I feel like you're understanding so much more. Like you're understanding energy, you're understanding your intentions. Like if I put good intentions out, then good intentions will come back. That's like the law of karma, so to speak. But you have the World she's looking right up at the Fool. So something new is opening up. I kind of love the 9 of Pentacles behind the World. Even though this is love, I mean, hello, this is successful self-employment. Or another way of putting that, the person who benefits from the Nine of Pentacles energy is you. No one else. It's you. It's your harvest. And it does talk about a material harvest. And it's almost like I'm doing like what I have learned. Now I do it for a living to help others through the dark night of the soul. And that may just be opening up something for you. Well, let's go ahead and take one more. Good luck charm is something. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. Now, I don't mean cast a spell. That's the words. I think what it's really saying is your intentions are like 9/10 of the law here. Something is about to open up, and it is a new chapter for you. I feel like it is something to be excited about. And I feel like this isn't something I should like try to control so much and more flow with it. I feel like you are definitely going to have a harvest in the fall. And then it's interesting because I feel like you're someone's good luck charm. And I just want to take the other side, justice. There's that 11. Justice card Libra, yes. Could be of the law, yes. But this makes me feel like it's you sitting at home, like me. Like this is me sitting at home doing my work from my desk. Like if she's in her slippers, and that's exactly what I would do. So I feel like you're evolving. It's interesting. It's not talking a lot about love. But I feel like you yourself, I feel like you're evolving so much. I just feel like new opportunities are going to continue to find you. We have the patient witch, so all in due time. And one more thing, I feel like even though this is not talking a lot about love, this is about love, but I feel like it's talking about the right time, right? The right time for something to enter into your life. And maybe I did have to go through this deep reflection first. Maybe I did need to really build my own foundation. Maybe that's something that your soul, like, this is what I want to say. Our soul has more than one seed. Our souls have many intentions, that many experiences that we really want to accomplish in this lifetime. And I feel like for you, one of them is, well, actually two. One is your spirituality, but I also feel your foundation, your financial foundation, because I feel you're very good at what you do. And then I feel like now perhaps we might start seeing love entering in the door. Let's do one more over here. There's that Six of Pentacles that we had on, excuse me, the feminine side. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. So I feel like because we're doing a twin flame reading, and because the Six of Pentacles was on the very first card for the Divine Feminine and is coming over the full, it almost just feels like I just feel like when love enters your life, it feels very good. It feels very meant to be. You know what I mean? Like very meant to be. But I also feel like your soul, has more than one adventure in mind. And I feel like you are on, like one of the adventures you're on it and you're doing very, very well. And now I feel like it's time for something else to open up. Doesn't mean what I'm doing goes away. No, you continue doing what you're doing. You only get better and better and better and better and better, if that's even possible. But I feel like love. But I do feel like in its right time, But because it's coming with the world and the Fool, again, this is energy I don't feel like I'm waiting for the rest of my life for. Maybe September. But I'm just saying that because we have two Virgo cars. I am not like channeling that. I'm saying that literally because I'm seeing that. Um, but I mean, with the Fool card, it can be whenever. It can be as soon as tomorrow. Like, maybe expect the unexpected. All right. But I hope and I feel you should be very proud of yourself because I feel like your accomplishments, like, I feel like you are accomplishing things that your soul came into this lifetime to accomplish. Sophia. Oh, why I can't like your heart? Oh, there I go. Is my DM a how does he feel about me outcome? Or more how he views me? Okay. Is my DM a I don't know what you mean by A. How does he feel about me and the outcome? But really, how does he view me? So let's just talk about your twin flame and see what comes up. You know what I mean? I feel like let's bring back the psychic tarot since we used that for the DM. But let's give it some good shuffles first. This is for Sophia. I don't know why I always say your name like that. All right. One more good shuffle. Let's give it a cut. Sophia's divine masculine. How's he view her? We have the Eight of Cups. We have Temperance, which is patience here. Or in this deck, it's called Patience, but it's Temperance. Divine timing. Look at this. The Empress. First and foremost, I feel like whether you know it or not, you probably don't know it, but I feel like your DM views you in a very good light. It's interesting because I do feel like potentially also misses you. But then between that comes divine timing. It's all in divine timing. And I often feel like Temperance, she is like making sure both cups are equally filled, right? Both cups are of equal vibration, and that's really what balance is. So, we want to trust in divine timing. But I feel like right now you're on his heart, you're in his heart. And then we have victory and success. And I want to take one more look at this partnerships and alliances. So that is the potential outcome. But look at this 33. I mean, some of you have life paths number 33. You're a master number 33. Because I just see it all the time. But let's look at this. So temperance first and foremost, all in divine timing, my dear. But how is the DM viewing you? I feel like they're viewing you as someone who's spiritual. I feel like someone who has it together, though it doesn't mean that I'm always together, if that makes sense. Um, I feel like they definitely recognize you as like well, someone special. I'm not going to say they'll put a twin flame title to it because they probably don't even know what that means. And that's okay. It doesn't matter. Love is love. Um, you know what I mean? Love is love. But it's interesting because I feel like at this moment, like the withdrawal is of you. And look at that, the sun. I just wanted to take one more, just kind of fill out the block, the sun, illumination. Um, can talk about a brand new beginning, a brand new start. And, I feel like if it comes about, it's coming about because I do feel like because you're in someone's heart. And I don't feel like they have forgotten or that or that like I feel like you hold that place in their heart always and forever, no matter what. No matter what. And I'm seeing that 3 and a 3 with the 6 right next to it. Again, the synchronicities like almost like equal. The sun mirroring temperance, divine timing, but then the illumination. So, I feel like there's an opportunity where this may come back together. But I also want to say, as the Empress, I've got to want it. I've got to be able to be loving and nurturing. But the Empress is nobody's fool. She's lived life, and it doesn't matter your age. It just means I have experiences. I've been hurt. I've overcome. And it'd be very hard to like someone come in towards the Empress and try to pull the wool over her eyes. It just won't happen. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is when I come to a certain vibration. And I don't feel like I lower my vibration for anyone. Like if someone wants to be with me as the Empress, then just raise your vibration, my dear. Not you, them. Raise your vibration. Understand. And I feel like ultimately there does feel like an opportunity where this may come back together. But again, I want to say it's in divine timing. And what does that mean? It means that someone may not be quite there yet, might not quite understand yet, but it doesn't mean that you don't have, it's almost like you own their heart. Even if they've been with other people, I still feel like you own their heart. So, as potential, I like it a lot. And 8 is about that new beginning. And again, infinity, as above, so below, no beginning, no end. Doesn't mean, again, towers don't happen. That's disruption. So I feel like many twins do come back together again. But listen, don't wait. I don't feel like we should be waiting for anybody. And I know I keep saying that. And why? Because I feel like then it makes us feel weak. And there's nothing weak about you. And they've got to recognize that. But listen, I just feel like you own their heart. Now, will they be bold enough or are they able to then make whatever changes they need to make? That is yet to be seen. Hi D. Hi V Scorp. Who am I missing? Hi Natalie. Hi Jennifer. Speaking of Jennifer, I put a post out. My granddaughter has an opportunity with the recording studio, and she can sell her singles. Like they're going to produce her singles for her. So I shared that. If anybody wants to support it, you don't have to by any means. But I definitely wanted to put that out there because I'm so proud of her. That's Jen's, Jen's, not her second oldest. All right, D. Oh, V Scorp, you're having such a good day. That's good to hear. All right, D, just checking on the energy between Brad and I. Do you feel we are true twins? He seems to be awakening, but still in ego. How does he feel about me? Okay. So, with those questions of mine, let's stick with the Psychic Tarot. And mainly because this is what we use for the Divine Masculine. So why not continue to use it? Give it a couple good shuffles though. Tower, but we're not going to take that yet. All right. So we want to know a couple things. Is Brad really D's twin flame? Is he awakening? And how does he truly feel about D? We have the Strength card, Power, Courage, half man, half lion. I often feel in the Strength card, it is our own inner demons that need to be dealt with. And, we can't really force someone to deal with their own demons. And I feel like that's talking about Brad. Though it is a number of infinity too. So let's keep going. We have Justice, which is called Balance here. There's that 11. And then we have the World. Interesting. I feel like Brad is dealing with some issues of his own. And I feel like it's outside of you. You know what I mean? Like I don't, by the way, there's my son's birthday. Huh. And I only say that because I feel like my son is in a lot of our readings. And there's that 11 right there also. So certainly could be your twin. But let's keep going. We have Transformation. That's the Death card of Scorpio. Conflict and Defeat. Don't freak out because I feel like, of course there was some type of issue. We have, Ace of Wands, Passion Ignited. And then with that, we have the Sun. I feel like Brad's a little lost right now. I feel like, and when I say lost, I feel like there is, like we all have our own inner demons, right? That we have to deal with, that we have to overcome, that we have to find courage to overcome. And I kind of feel like he's in that state right now. But, the Death card underneath that, it makes me feel like, okay, then I can overcome this. I can transform myself into, I don't know. I just feel more powerful, but I feel like it's the recognition of the power within me. And then it's mirrored by the World card. So I find that interesting. Also with the Sun, illumination and passion being ignited. I just want to look at that 5. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Could he potentially be in question mode? Three of Swords, heartache and loss. Illumination over that. And I want to look at one more thing. Material and spiritual prosperity. I just want to look at the strength card a little deeper. So that does make me feel, because that is the energy of being victorious. So I feel like whatever Brad is dealing with within, I do feel like he will be able to overcome it. I definitely see, the pain that was caused, to you, like your heart was broken. I definitely feel that. I do feel like there's a good chance. Like I don't have everything that I asked for, because in my mind I asked for certain things when, like someone asked me, is someone a twin flame? I have some of it, but not everything. Um, this is kind of, what's the word I want to use? Like wishy-washy. I don't even know if that's the right way of saying it. And I'm saying it because I feel like Brad's just in this state of uncertainty right now. I just feel like he is. He's in a state of uncertainty. Also a state of overcoming something that has to be affecting his life. I feel like in a negative way. Um, and maybe that is like the most important thing right now. But I also feel like, is there an opportunity? Can this come back together? I would never say no, because I feel like what broke two people up, if we're able to deal with that, understand it, and overcome it, then why couldn't we? Why couldn't we have another chance? You know what I mean? That is my life. So I cannot say to someone, there's no chance, because I didn't think there was I never thought Sam and I'd get back together. I hadn't thought about him for so many years. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I had thought about him. Um, but just the way it happened, it was just so unexpected. I definitely feel that there was definitely pain. And now, can you guys overcome it? I do feel like you can. And I feel like that's exactly why the sun is here, especially next to the Ace of Wands. You remember, the Ace of Wands is inspired action. Inspired action. So it's the potential of action because someone's being inspired. And I love that the sun is illuminating that. Do I think, let's say that Brad does reach out, do I think a conversation would have to be had? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because I feel, it almost feels like like he didn't have control of himself. And I feel like this is nothing you could have helped him with. This is his soul's lesson, let's say. And we all have our own, right? We all have our own soul's lessons. But I do feel that he is able to overcome that. Now, what happens after that? Well, that's where I feel the Ace of Wands comes in, because the universe is here. So I'm just going to say, and I hate to say this, because in a way, I don't want you waiting around. Like, that's what I worry about with when I do love readings. I don't want anyone waiting around for someone, because I don't feel like you need to, especially a twin flame. Like, live your life, do your thing, and expect the unexpected. Again, Sam and I are twins, and it was completely unexpected. And it was 40 years after the fact. So you just never know. But here's the thing, I feel like if something came together before its time, then I feel like those issues, his issues, would also be your issues. Your issues will be his issues. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like, no, first and foremost, I got to find the courage to overcome, these earthly things that hold me down, hold me back. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. I do get the feeling that he is a twin, but I also want to say that doesn't mean wait. All right. I want to unplug my phone. I'm at 87. That's good enough. Good enough. Well, I'm trying to, my phone scrolls so fast. I'm loving and letting go. Dawn. Jennifer. Hello. It's been a few years for me to be here. Feels good. Well, welcome home, Jennifer. Welcome home. I am taking a few questions, V Score, but in this, when I do a reading, then I do donated questions. But when I go on and just do free readings, then you know what I mean. And the main reason is I can't stay on too long. But Dawn, love, a message on my situation. Just let me. Okay, Dawn. All of a sudden, I got like super hot. Weird. And no, I'm not going through menopause. I've already gone through it. Like super hot. Love. Looking for love for Dawn. Love. All right. By the way, I hope that helped, Dee. I know it was a little confusing. Partnerships and alliances, Dawn. 3, number 3, and then we move into a 6. I don't know why. I just find that interesting. Moving on. I feel like the moving on part is, I think it was Sheldon. I think that's his name. 2 6s. Look at that. Material and spiritual prosperity. I feel like that's right. That's where you're at right now. Those are the things that you're working on right now. And I do feel like you're going to find not only spiritual prosperity, but also material prosperity. I feel like you will find them both. I do feel like your past is your past. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like letting your past, and we are doing love. So I feel like, it is past love. But you're moving on from that. And you even use those words, I believe. We have the 8 of Cups. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. And I want to take one more right below that. And then we have intuition. The High Priestess. 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 23. There's Sam's birthday. Right there is Sam's birthday. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you guys that. Here's what I think love for you, Dawn. I feel like, first of all, you have patience, right? And I feel like you've been patient, but I feel like there's a little bit more patience that's still needed. I do feel like, in your rightful time, I feel like you are going to find, and I do feel like it's going to be true love. And what I mean by that is it's not like someone that I just go on a couple dates with and then we stop. And I feel like this is talking about, you like I feel like it's already written in the cards, so to speak. Doesn't mean I have to accept that. Um, and I also feel like intuitively, you'll feel um, you'll feel like something's coming your way, something of a positive nature. I'm going to take one right above accelerated motion. Well, maybe sooner versus later. I also want to say your intentions are really important here. Two eights here, emotional withdrawal. Well, I feel like that's what was. And I feel like you still have a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Like there's still a little bit of heartache of what was. But I don't feel like this is talking about what was. This is talking about what is yet to be. So, she's staring at that star, making a wish, and I feel like that's what you should do. Wish upon a star and then watch it come true. But I feel like it comes true at the right time. Patience until again, it feels like I'm learning. And listen, sometimes we have to learn, and I'm not necessarily mean you, Dawn, but I feel like, we have to learn how to be a good lover. And I don't mean sexually, but I mean, like we have to know how to love fully and allow ourselves also to experience the full range of love. And sometimes we can't do that if our mind is still thinking backwards, not backwards, but thinking of the past. I don't feel like this has anything to do with your past, and I feel like it has everything to do about your future. So I feel like your intentions are so important here. I feel like, the more and more you're able, and I know that you let go a lot, but I still feel like there's a little bit, just a touch. Um, I feel like now what it is you want in love, what kind of partner you want in love. And I feel like definitely like put those intentions out there. And again, it's not like saying like, I need an Italian man to come in, or he's gonna have blonde hair and blue eyes, or I don't want them. No, I just kind of want to leave that open and trust divine. But your intuition, I feel like, is gonna let you know. You're gonna feel it as it starts to move towards you. I don't feel like it's right away. I have to be honest with you, but I do feel like your intentions, like really think about the intentions you're putting out there. Because I feel like they're going to be answered. They're going to be answered in due time, in the right time. And to me, the right time is the perfect time. So keep on keeping on. All right. I hope that helped, my love. MM, and I know you told me your name before. Um, you're checking on your D's feelings and thoughts about you. MM, I'm gonna make sure you didn't hide your Brad ad in my Sheldon. Should probably hang out. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Also, not all divine masculines are lost. Um, I feel like this is going to be a very good year. And when I say very good year, I really look at a year, even if the year starts in January. I think of Aries. I think of Aries as a seed planter, right? Everything follows Aries. So I really look at March um, in that way. But anyways, MM, checking on D's feelings and thoughts about me. Okay. I'm going to stick with the Divine Masculines deck. Three of Swords came in reverse. I like that. Those are Dawn's cards, so we're going to pick those back up. Give it another shuffle. Seven of Swords, deception, envy. It's interesting though, because this person in the energy of deception, envy, is looking down at the person in the Three of Swords. And I feel like that's you. And I feel like they're recognizing, listen, if nothing else, I feel like there's a recognition of potentially heartache that they may have caused through their own actions. And again, I don't always read the Seven of Swords as like someone's cheating on me. You know, they call it the thief in the night. But sometimes I feel like it's just energy that's just hasn't matured at the same time. And, you know, and I get this energy also of sometimes I don't have a lot of good role models around me to know how to be a good man. And I have to learn how to be a good man. You know, there was just doesn't feel like there was, I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about your DM, like there wasn't any good role models. And therefore I acted in a certain way. And then we have sacrifice. Sacrifice. Hello, Ace of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. First of all, well, let's just take one more underneath it. Temperance. Patience. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like your person did you wrong. No doubt. I feel like your person did break your heart. No doubt. Now, do I feel like this can be healed? I do. And it's showing that it can be healed. Now, both people have to be willing to allow it to heal at the same time. And then you have this Ace of Pentacles. That definitely means something is coming into your physical world. And I find it interesting that it's before the Four of Swords, which is healing, right? And this is about healing of this relationship. But Temperance is saying also in divine timing, right? Patience for divine timing. You know, why? Well, maybe again, divine is helping this person to overcome their issues. Again, I don't know if I'm reading this wrong, but or I'm feeling this wrong, but I just feel like I didn't have a lot of, like, I don't feel like anybody taught me how to be a man. And, or potentially maybe I had a father who was, you know, maybe a cheater, you know, maybe not the greatest. I don't know. I just get that energy. Now, I also feel like this is energy that they can overcome and potentially will overcome, you know, if they feel it, if they feel it strong enough. And I'm not saying it so that they're doing it so they can then be in a love relationship. I feel like it's like they know that, like they know there's some type of change that they have to make in order for, well, let's just say that you're on their mind for them to come back into your life. Um, this is something they have to overcome. It's reminding me a little bit of Dee's reading. But again, divine timing. So, you know, when temperance shows, it really wants you to learn how to let go of what I cannot control. And I cannot control this person's actions, right? Because I feel like they themselves are going through something. They themselves have really, I feel like, deep life lessons to learn. And I feel like, especially as it's related to love, almost like I didn't know how to love. And I feel like your energy could be very healing for them now. So this is another energy of do I wait around? Well, I feel like you don't need to. You don't need to wait because Temperance got control over that. And this Ace of Pentacles, it will show in the right time. And that Ace of Pentacles, think of it as a seed. Like if we nurture that seed, well, then it's just going to grow and grow and grow. If we don't nurture it, and I feel like we had it one time and it wasn't nurtured. And so it dried up and died, so to speak. But now there may be another time around. Listen, this could even be a past life too, like another time around. But I feel like the healing is you. Now, I also feel like the healing is coming from divine for them. But I also feel you carry a lot of this type of energy where I feel like you're very good for them. You're very good for them. Like, what's their problem? Now, I also want to say I love the Three Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is the ability to let let it be, let it go, um, and then potentially move into what's next. Okay, I'm going to pick that up. And give me 1 second. I'm going to shut my door. I might as well pick up all these cards that went flying. All right, guys. I only have like maybe another 20 minutes because Sam just popped in. That means dinner is ready. What time is it? Oh my God, it's too early to eat. He eats so early because he has to take medication. Um, and before I moved here, I would work all day and half the night and then have dinner. So it's definitely a change for me, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Okay, enough about me. V Scorp. Any messages regarding Ed? And Ed is a Leo. Um, I just wondered, did you watch Leo's reading? I know I'm asking questions and then I don't look right away for the response. But I found Leo's reading for, I think I titled it You and Them, or yeah, I think it was You and Them. Person on Your Mind. It's either titled You and Them, Person on Your Mind, or I have both titles. But I have to say, I loved Leo's reading. Like, it's still so fresh in my mind. All right, that aside, Ed. We have, oh, it's so weird. I keep seeing that black screen. Three of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, we're going to take them. We have Power. Strength card. The Death card. The Moon. Let's put it here. Firm Foundation. Four of Pentacles. Two Pentacles. Movement, choices, decision. Coming under the Strength card, look at this. This is the Marriage card. Wow. or I call it the commitment card. And it's after the fact. Let's just say that it's after the transformation. The death card means you're closing the door to something. And by doing that, it's a signal to the universe that you're ready for the next door to open. Well, that next door just so happens to be the marriage card or the commitment card. Two fours, by the way. What's coming between them? A two. Well, hello, Empress. That for sure is you. There's your Leo. Wow. And then financial and material changes, but it's a five. So it's a change. Look at that. There's your Leo. All right, so let's look at this. So, first of all, I'm noticing in shadow, which really what I love about this image is this person is looking at both their light and their dark side. And we all have that, our light and our shadow, I guess is another way of putting that. But it's also a very dreamy type energy, but it can also be uncertainty. But listen, with the Empress's energy, and by the way, I just realized we have a three here and a three here. Just throw that out there. So I feel like this is what was, and this is the potential of what may be. So, recognition and reward. That means, first and foremost, that you both can recognize each other's soul. That means, if nothing else, you're at least soulmates. And I know that you're at least soulmates. And I feel like the four of Pentacles coming below that, I do feel like it's talking about both your foundations, both needing to be strong and steady, because otherwise, things could be shaken up too easily, shooken up, whatever the word is. But I also love the sun is also touching that too, which again, at least is a soulmate energy. I know that much. It's interesting how I keep getting a lot of energy for you guys where I feel like someone else, like the other one, but we also want to look at ourselves too. But I do feel like the energy of someone else needing to find the courage. Maybe they need to find the courage to close a door in their life. And maybe for a while, it's like, I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. And I'm saying that because the 8 and the 1 adds up to a 9. So I do feel like the reflection over that, like someone reflecting over the light and the shadow. And I feel like that ties back to the strength card. And I feel like that's your person. So I feel like, whatever they're going through, they maybe are currently in a decision mode of whether to close the door. Now, it may not have anything to do with you. It may just have to do something within their life. But then that may open the energy to the potential of what can be, because now let's jump down to this line. So we have this 8, which is about a new beginning, and then the 2. And then this 2, it's movement, choices, decisions. So someone is ultimately making a decision. Well, who came over that? Leo. And by the way, when I saw the moon and I'm looking at this person in the light, looking at their shadow, I feel like that's exactly what your person was doing. They were looking at their shadow self. And now that they have, I feel like what have they found? They found more clarity within themselves. And I feel like, and therefore they have more courage to do the things that they really want to do in their life. And I just have a feeling you're part of that. Because I feel like this 5 is change, because it is mirroring the death card. And what comes between the two of them? The marriage card, the commitment card. Now, I also feel the Empress, and I definitely feel like you are the Empress. But you got to remember that, because the Empress is someone who keeps her heart open, right? I stay loving and nurturing, but I am nobody's fool. So, again, another energy where I feel like, there's things that another is dealing with that we really can't do anything about. And maybe we shouldn't, because, sometimes if we try to push too hard, like we take away someone's lesson. And we don't want to do that either, because that just means they're going to have to repeat it. And I don't want them to repeat it with me. You know what I mean? So it takes whatever time it takes. And then when I feel like ultimately they feel the strength and the courage, I feel like then it's time for that new door to open. I feel like you are that new door. And really, I feel like the movement, the choices, and the decisions don't just lie within them, it lies within you, because it's in your line. A firm foundation could not break these two up. Maybe we didn't have that. And because someone was bold enough or had the courage to really understand themselves, both light and dark, then and now I understand. So I feel like your person's going to come in. And I feel like the question is going to be posed to you. And again, when? Well, I can't really give a time, because I feel like they have to deal with their issues on their own. And in a way, I feel like it's protection for you, because let's say they don't, then they will repeat it. And I don't feel like your spiritual team wants you to be part of that. I feel like it's their thing. By the way, 8 and 3, 11, the Empress. I mean, we're in a twin flame reading, and a lot of this would fit. But I love that your Leo came out right next to the marriage card. Okay, I'm going to let that be. Wow. Okay, I think I am going to change decks now. And I think because we also use the Gilded Tarot, let's use this for our next. They're so easy to shuffle. Hi, Camille. Hi, Diane. Hi, Steve. Diane, I saw his birthday already in our readings. For those who don't know, Diane has channeled my son quite a bit. And that's when I got that guitar that's over in the corner. It's a whole crazy story, but it's a beautiful story. All right, Camille. Messages from your beautiful guides. I remember your reading from yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Whenever the last time we were on live, it was pretty deep. Like, not deep, yes, but I mean, like, I feel like your guides, I feel like your guides really celebrate you. I mean, all of our guides celebrate with us our joys, cry with us for our, our hurts, our pains. I don't know that they actually cry, but you know what I mean? They're there every step of the way. And I feel like, I don't know, Camille, I feel like I was meant to say that right now. So, all right. For Camille, our spirit guides. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Strength card. We just keep seeing that Strength card over and over again. Card of Leo. We have the Two of Swords. Interesting how we have the Ace of Swords and then the Two of Swords. So am I blocking an opportunity here? Let's keep going. With the King of Cups, can be I was going to say a Virgo, can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But you know it doesn't have to be. We have the Hangman. We have the High Priestess. Hello, Ten of Cups. How are you? We have the Queen of Pentacles under the King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Four of Cups. And then, interesting, we have the Four of Pentacles. All right, I want to slide this up a little bit. I feel like, Camille, I feel like your guides are so active in your life. I feel like they are trying to communicate something with you. And I feel potentially you're not picking it up. And I'm not sure why you're not picking it up. It's almost like I'm just going to say what I feel. But I feel like there's a little bit of block of as it relates to love. And maybe I feel like I'm not ready for it or whatever it may be. But I feel like this is saying, don't wear any blindfolds. I feel like you've come so far, and I feel like I definitely feel that you pick up on the signs that your guides send, but not all of them. Because I feel like you're missing one here. And, because I feel like I'm using my fear-based mind instead of my intuition. And what's it relating to? What's it relating to the Ten of Cups, so the House of Harmony, House of Love. And interesting, we have both a Queen and a King here. Um, and forget their signs, but it does feel like the King is reaching out through the Ace of Swords to this Queen, and it's being met with the Hangman. So it's almost like, hang on there, hang on a second, buddy. But then the High Priestess is there. So, and then underneath that is the Four of Cups. And in the Four of Cups, you are being offered a cup. And it asks you to use your spiritual discernment relating to whether you decide to accept this cup or not, because it is your choice. It is your choice. But I have to say at the same time, with the Four of Pentacles right next to it, it makes me feel like it's interesting because these are two different types of energy. Four of Cups can be discontentment, boredom in one's life. It can be, when I think of like the four, but with water, it may not be as steady, right? But then the Four of Pentacles to me feels very steady, very sturdy, very strong, like a strong foundation. So I feel like you may have a simple little message here, and it's not that simple, where it's saying that there may be one small, tiny little block. Little, little, but nonetheless, still there. And I feel like it is relating to love. And not just that, but I feel the potential of communication coming your way. And I feel like at this very moment, like it's going to be met with the Hangman. But I feel like your intuition is like, if that's what I want, that's what I want. But know what I want. You know what I mean? So have my eyes wide open. So I can because the Four of Cups really want you to use your spiritual discernment relating to whether I say yay or nay. But I feel like, this is saying, if you look at love, and even if it's new love, and you think about starting this love, even if it's old love, but coming back around, but we start with a strong foundation, and maybe communication is a big part of it. Like, good communication. That's what gives us this strong foundation. And then if any towers come along, it'd be very hard to knock us off our foundation because it's so strong. I feel like there's just a little block there. Just a little block. But I do feel like something is coming your way. And, you know, you have a right to meet it in any way you want to meet it. But I don't know. It kind of feels like it's landing in the Ten of Cups. Not to persuade you. And then I'm seeing these two beautiful swans. And don't swans mate for life? Like, don't they find their love and then that's their love for the rest of their life? I could be wrong. All right, I'm going to take a second. I want to read a little bit back because I feel like I at least want to read some of your responses. And then I'll keep going. Crystal, yeah, I have a little, oh, okay, you already did. I haven't had the time yet. I need to, I'm sure. Thank you. His reading resonated big time good. I'm happy to hear that. You're very welcome, Camille. Oh, Yarna, you donated again. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do Crystal, and then Yarna will answer your question. All right, Crystal Pickett. It's funny, we were just talking about Kenny Pickett. I really miss Demetrius. Do you know, Sandy, what month he will contact me? And does he still want us to get married in 60 days? Okay. Interesting. So, you really miss him. What month will he contact you? And does he still want us to get married in 60 days? I feel like I'm missing something in between. Okay, you live in two different towns. That was Sam and I's situation. And you guys are probably tired of me talking about that, but the only reason I bring it up is because we lived in two different states, and we did spend 5 years on the phone before I eventually did move here. You met him through your brother's coworker, your coworker. Okay. Hi, Kim. All right, so Crystal. Let's see what we get. Do you know what month he will contact me? And does he still want to get married in 60 days? All right, so there's definitely certain cards that I'm going to be looking for. And I'm letting my guides know that right now. And your guides. All right, and by the way, Crystal, I am using the Gilded Tarot. Chariot, I like that. Page of Swords. The High Priestess. Look at this. 2 cups under the Chariot. I feel like, first of all, Crystal, I know you didn't ask me this, but I feel like if you worry, does he love me? Does he truly, truly love me? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like there's no doubt. Now, does that mean that everything is hunky-dory? Of course not. But I feel like the love is true. I definitely feel that. And not just because the soulmates are here. I just feel it. I just do. All right, but let's keep going. We have the Page of Pentacles. Look at me. I got my deck. Oh, no. What? All right. Page of Pentacles under the Page of Swords. I feel like that's the two of you. We have the Death card. And then we have Justice. I'm going to take another one next to that, the King of Wands, which I feel is your person. And let's equal it out with Five of Wands. Okay. There could have been a little bit of arguing going on back and forth. And maybe because there's a little uncertainty. I don't feel like it's anything major, to be honest, but we do have to recognize that. It's interesting because the Chariot right off the bat does tell me that there's movement, and it's movement in love. So I'm happy about that. Now, when's the Chariot season? That's in Cancer. So that would be what, July? Um, and the late June into early July, I believe. You think I know that for a fact? And I do, but on my mind's, I try to shut my mind down. Um, I feel like you really need to trust your own intuition also. I do feel like these two pages are the two of you. And it's interesting because I feel like you're asking for a date. Yes, I do feel that yes, that your person wants to be with you. Yes, I feel that. Now, the 60 days. Let's look at that, the Ace of Wands. So I wanted to ask the question with the 60 days. And I kind of love that the Ace of Wands came out first and foremost. The Emperor. Wow. The Emperor goes into March, into April. So I'm asking for a time period. And it's a 4. So I feel like April. So do I feel like it's still in that 60 days? I do. Pending, pending free will choice, because we can't interfere in that. I can't make someone do, but I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. But yeah, I feel like the love is there. I feel like it's legit. I feel like there's passion between the two of you. I understand that you're missing him. I can see that. I can I can feel that. And I kind of love that the Emperor showed. Now, I was literally asking your guides for approximate time period. And then the Emperor shows up. So that is one sign for me. But I also feel like it's speaking about your person, because I feel like, where there's passion, and there's passion here, it can go both ways. So, and I know that because Sam and I are very passionate, but when we fight very passionately too. And I mean, we can really, like, they can get, you know what I mean? But then we recognize it, and then we forgive, and then we overcome, and we get back to life again. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel you're similar. I feel like there is a lot of passion between the two of you. So I feel like, just a little message, like if there's fights or what have you, I still feel like you two of you can work that out. Keep the line of communication open between the two of you. But I feel like, yes, I do feel like you're going to come together. And I feel potentially, I don't predict. So I feel potentially it looks like April. And let's just say it's not April, then maybe it is in Cancer's energy. But I don't feel like it'd be because I'm backing out. If it's moved, it's because something came in between that that date and that date. But I don't feel like it's because I'm trying to be hide anything. I feel there's a lot of love. I feel there's a lot of passion. And I feel like there's really, the chariot represents unlimited potential. It doesn't guarantee us that, but it says that we can reach that, right? And maybe that's why I said, like, if there's fights, know that you can overcome that. Maybe that's why I said that. Okay, I'm going to let that be. I hope that helped. I feel like your soul needed that. If that makes sense. All right, let me grab another drink. Oh, dang it. Yarna, I'd like to ask, who is my person? Did I already meet him? I just want to see if you added anything else to that. Crystal, I just want to read your answers real quick. I knew we just met and moved fast. I felt like since I haven't talked to him since last Monday, he may be cheating. I am just thinking that. I don't know for sure. I do believe he loves me. This is his first marriage, so I think he's scared. Yes, and he finishes school June 26th, where he's supposed to graduate, where he can get a better job. Crystal. You know what? I didn't pick up any energy of him cheating on you. I just didn't feel that at all. And normally I do, but I did not feel that at all. But I do feel like you need to ask yourself a question like, why do you feel that? You know what I mean? Like, is it something like is it energy from past, like a past love that did you wrong? You know what I mean? Like you definitely want to no, I don't think he's cheating. At least I didn't pick that up at all. Not at all. Um, I can't guarantee that, but I just didn't pick that up at all. Okay. And it's interesting because how the chariot was the first card in here. He's graduating in June. I think you said it's 26th. Um, maybe, just maybe, it may be pushed back. But I feel like if it's pushed back, it's not pushed back. It may just be because of that. Because I felt like if the date was pushed back, it'd be because something like, in the physical world. But I didn't feel like it was anything bad. So that may be that may be why. All right, so Yarna, I'd like to ask, who is my person? Did I already meet him? All right, I'm going to stay with the Gilded Tarot. Make sure it's in the upright. Give it a couple good shuffles. And at 5 p.m., I am probably going to end the chat. Yeah, I'm just thinking 5 p.m. because I don't want to stay on the whole dinner too long. I don't know why he makes it. I mean, I know why he makes it early, but way too early for me. We have the Six of Swords. Hello, Ten of Pentacles. And this is what you're moving towards. You're moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. You know, what does the Six of Swords mean? It means that you're leaving anything that feels toxic to you. It means that you were bold enough to take a moment and look at your life and see and understand, like, what's toxic to me? What holds me back? Is it my own thoughts? Is it other people? You know, you're finding real clarity, and then you're putting it behind you. And I feel like that's great. That's a great thing to do. It really is. And then it's moving you directly to the Ten of Pentacles. But then the Nine of Swords, worry, worry, worry. Why? Remember that Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry, but it is worry. And it doesn't have to be extreme. I love, you know, I just really started noticing that Mother Mary in this image is watching over you, trying to help, I feel like, give you guidance. I feel Mother Mary must be important in your life, whether you know that or not. We have Justice. Potentially you got ties with someone. You know, this is making me feel that, well, let's just keep going. Well, Five of Wands. But then look at this, the Wheel. I want to take one on this side, the King of Swords, and on this side, the Sun. Beautiful. You know, I feel like your worry is your uncertainty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm in an extreme state of worry. I feel like it's just my uncertainty, you know, of have I met the one yet? You know, I love that you have the Wheel here. This is your destiny. And I do feel like, you know, I can't say that it's not necessarily someone you met, because I feel like this is someone's soul that you will know, that you will recognize. And I say that because it sits upon your wheel. And to me, that means, you know, what was meant to be doesn't guarantee it will be, but you know what was like written in the stars, so to speak. Interesting that the King of Swords comes out, so it could potentially be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have Libra right there. But I really feel like this is about you and how you have found balance, and you're finding, like, you know, I wouldn't say you're in complete balance, but I definitely feel like you're on your way. And I feel like you're another one where, you know, I don't feel like your soul came here just for love. I feel like it also came to accomplish a lot. And I feel like you're doing that. And I feel you'll continue to do that. Let's go right in between. We have the Magician. You know, the power of the Magician, the manifester. I have all the tools that I need within me to be successful on any journey. That's what the Magician teaches the Fool. And we are the Fool in all these new beginnings. And, you know, and there aren't, like, we got to remember, we go in 9-year chapters. And I'm not just talking to Varo when I say that, I'm really talking to all of us. But I kind of love the Sun here, especially marrying this King over here. You know, it just makes me feel like, no, like, it's hard for me to say, no, you haven't met them, because I feel like, yes, I've met them, but in the same breath, I feel like maybe not in this lifetime. So I know them, but maybe not in this lifetime. So I want to ask that question. And by the way, in the Ten of Cups, you're not alone. Not that you can't, you don't have to have a partner in the Ten of Cups, but often I feel like we do. It's a house of abundance. It's a house that really can take root. All right, the Ten of Wands. So what was I asking? Oh, have you met them in this lifetime? In this lifetime, we have the Knight of Swords coming in. Hello, Ace of Cups. And look who's bringing the Ace of Cups, the Emperor. Now, that could certainly represent Aries, but you know what I feel like? I feel like this Ten of Wands is talking about a period of time in your life, maybe, maybe quite a bit of your time in your life where it was difficult, where you carried the brunt of the responsibility. I feel like those days are gone or are ending or should be ending now. Because I feel like you have communication coming in, and it just so happens to be carrying the Ace of Cups, and it just so happens to be coming from the Emperor. Now, it doesn't have to be Aries. I feel like this represents the type of person, and I love the Emperor as the type of person who would come in because this is someone that I can truly look up to. This could be someone who's a little bit older than you. I definitely feel like they're wise. I also feel, I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I feel like great communication between the two of you. Like, like, like we could talk for hours and hours and hours, and it just feels good. It feels good. And the Emperor is marrying the Sun. So from what I'm picking up right now, I don't feel like in this lifetime. Now, I feel like you've had love in this lifetime, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that ultimate love that you're looking for, I feel like that's yet to come. But I feel like you're definitely on your way. Don't let worry get rid of that, right? Just get rid of that. And instead, just know that love will find you in the right time. And I feel like the more that you are just involved in your life and doing your thing, because I feel like you put that toxicity behind you. I feel like you have reflected, and I feel like now you're moving into this next chapter. And this next chapter carries the Ace of Cups. And by the way, what's under that Ace of Cups? The wheel. Okay. I'm going to let that be. I was just seeing if I could pick up anything else, but that's all I can get from that. Um, but that magician's energy, it's powerful, and it may be speaking to you like 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 you as the fool, because I feel like, again, moving into that Six of Swords, that's moving on from what? Things, people, my thoughts, whatever is toxic, whatever's held me back, held me down. It's like I feel like you're done with that. Done with that. I don't want that type of energy anymore. And I feel like that alone sends a message to the universe. But I loved how love is coming in for you. Okay. Wow. You guys are so welcome. All right, guys, I have to jump off. Sorry to leave anyone hanging. I think I got everyone who donated. Um, yep. Um, I hope that we can still watch this after the fact, since my computer screen is black. I can see your comments. I just can't see, my whole screen is black. So we'll see. But I thank you guys. I love you guys. You know, a twin flame reading, sometimes you do have to watch it more than one time to really absorb the messages. And sometimes, you know, like maybe it didn't make sense today. And then like a week goes by and something happens. You're like, oh, that reminds me of that reading. Watch it again because you'll pick up different signs. You'll pick up different messages. I know it to be true. All right, I'm going to go. I thank you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.